What's up, everybody? Weston here with the Hidden Gibbon, back with another Daily Deck Tech video, and today we have another viewer request. We have the Ghoul, Gunslinger, and the budget request for this deck was to keep it between $200 and $300, so I put it at $271 to leave a little bit of wiggle room either way, and so without further ado, let's get into it. So, this is going to be a zombie deck. The first time I made one for this, for the Secret Lair, I did zombies and mutants and kind of combined them together, but today's going to be some pure zombies, and we do have one infinite combo in this deck, but you have to be able to assemble it. So, who's the Ghoul? Other than being Walton Goggins, who is awesome, he's a 2/3 for 1 generic and double black, first strike, and whenever the Ghoul or another non-token zombie or mutant you control dies, target player gets 2 rad counters. If that player is you, create a treasure token. And then Liliana Dread Horde General's also in here, which is a 6 loyalty, 6 mana, and whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card. So we're going to get value off of both of these things. You know, you get the value if you choose treasure. If you choose you can get treasures. If this, you know. Create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Each player sacks 2 creatures. And in the universe of things that aren't going to happen, if you neg 9 her, each opponent chooses a permanent they control of each permanent type and sacrifices the rest. Now for our zombie horde. Who do we all have today, friends? We have a Cursed Marauder in here. When he enters, each player sacrifices a non-token creature. We have Butcher Ghoul. It's a 1/1 with Undying on it. We have ourselves Champion of the Perished. Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on Champion of the Perished. We have Crypt Breaker. Discard a card, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token, and tap 3 untap zombies you control. Draw a card and lose a life. So a little bit of card advantage there. We have Death Baron. Skeletons you control and other zombies you control get +1/+1 and have Death Touch. We have Diregraph Colossus. It's a whole big thing made out of bodies. It's a 2/2 for 3. This creature enters with a 1/1 counter on it for each zombie card in your graveyard. And whenever you cast a zombie spell, you get to create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token. We have Feral Ghoul, which is a zombie mutant. It has Menace, and whenever another creature you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on Feral Ghoul. And whenever Feral Ghoul dies, each opponent gets a number of rad counters equal to its power. Fleshbag Marauder is like a Cursed Marauder, except for this one can be kind of nerfed by tokens. So when it enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature. Then we have ourselves Grave Titan. Grave Titan here is whenever this creature enters or attacks, create 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. We have Gary in here for a little bit of cheese. When he enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, or X is your devotion to black, and then you gain life equal to life lost this way. We have ourselves Hancock, Ghoulish Mare, which is, he's going to serve a little bit of a niche function in here. Each other creature you control that's a zombie or mutant gets +X, where X is the number of counters on Hancock Ghoulish Mare. And he has Undying. We have Headless Rider. Whenever Headless Rider or another non-token zombie you control dies, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Infesting Radroach. This is one of the few non-zombies in the deck. It can't block, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, they get that many rad counters. And whenever an opponent mills a non-land card, if Infesting Radroach is in your graveyard, you may return it to your hand. We have Lord of the Accursed, which is other zombies you control get +1/+1. Now, you see Pitiless Plunder in here, and I deliberately skipped over Carrion Feeder and Gravecrawler. So we have these in here. You can sack this to your Carrion Feeder. Carrion Feeder can't block. Sack a creature, put a 1/1 counter on him. Gravecrawler says it can't block. You may cast this card from your graveyard as long as you control a zombie. Winky dink, Carrion Feeder's a zombie. Now, Pitiless Plunderer here says whenever another creature you control dies, create a treasure token. This allows you to create an infinitely large Carrion Feeder. Because you have Carrion Feeder, you have Gravecrawler, and you have Pitiless Plunderer. You sacrifice the Gravecrawler to the Carrion Feeder, generates a treasure token, which then you pay to bring back the Gravecrawler, and you can do that ad infinitum. Another way that you can do this to generate mana, but watch it because this can kill you, is by having Gravecrawler, Pitiless Plunderer, and Warren Soul Trader. You can pay 1 life and sack a creature to create a treasure token. So you can do this as many times as you can afford to with life, where you use this to sack, which gets you 2 treasures, and then you can pay 1, so you can net gain a bunch of treasures. But beware, you can kill yourself this way. We have Monarch of Ifnir. which is Afflict, which is this creature, if it becomes blocked, defending player loses 3 life. Other zombies you control have Afflict 3, and at the beginning of your second main phase, if a player was dealt combat damage by a zombie, mill 3 cards, they may return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. We have Midnight Reaper, which is a spooky dog. It's whenever a non-token creature you control dies, this creature deals 1 damage to you, and you draw a card. We have Shepherd of Rot. Each player loses 1 life for each zombie in play. This is going to kill you probably as fast as it's going to kill your opponents. We have Tomb Tyrant. Other zombies you control get +1/+1. You can pay 3 and tap, sack a creature, return a zombie card at random from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only during your turn and only if there is at least 3 zombie creatures cards in your graveyard. We have Undead Augur. When it or another zombie you control dies, draw a card and you lose 1 life. Unstoppable Slasher. When it makes a connect with an opponent, when it deals combat damage, they lose half their life rounded up. It's got Death Touch, and if it dies and had no counters on it, return it to the battlefield tapped with 2 stun counters on it. We have Zombie Master. Other zombies have Swamp Walk, and other zombies have Pay a Black, regenerate this permanent. And then we have Zul Ashur Lich Lord. Ward, pay 2 life, which is essentially just not even a ward in Commander. But you may cast target zombie creature card from your graveyard this turn. For our sorceries, we have ourselves Army of the Damned. Create 13 tap 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. Flashback for 10. We have Bloodline Bidding, Convoke. It costs 8, but we should have enough tokens and creatures. Choose a creature type. Return all creature cards of the chosen type from your graveyard to the battlefield. We have Dread Return. You can reanimate something. Exsanguinate. So with all that mana that we can create, you can Exsanguinate, which will recoup you a whole bunch of life. So you pay a lot of life with your Worn Soul Trader and your Pitiless Plunder and your Gravecrawler to Exsanguinate. Yes, it's not super original, but it does work. We have Feed the Swarm. Destroy a creature or enchantment an opponent controls. You lose life equal to the mana value. Nuclear Fallout, one of my favorite mass removal spells. Each creature gets twice -X until end of turn. Each player gets X red counters. It's X and double black. We have ourselves Rise of the Dark Realms. You can pay 1 billion mana, also known as 9, to put all creature cards from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control. Sign in Blood, target player draws 2 cards, loses 2 life. Torment of Hailfire. You can pay X and double black. Repeat the following process X times. Each opponent loses 3 life unless that player sacks a non-land permanent or discards a card. Toxic Deluge. You can pay any amount of life to give all creatures -X till end of turn. We got Victimize. Choose 2 target creature cards in your graveyard. Sack a creature. If you do, return the chosen cards to the battlefield tapped. And then Zombie Apocalypse. Return all zombie creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Then destroy all humans. Cost 6. Instance. We got ourselves Corrupted Conviction. Sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards for 1. Not bad. We have Darkness, which is just Black Fog. It's 1 black. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. Deadly Dispute. Sack a creature or artifact. Draw 2 cards, create a treasure token. Defile. Target creature gets -1/-1 for each swamp you control. Flare of Malice. You can sack a black non-token creature rather than pay its mana cost. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker with the greatest mana value amongst creatures or planeswalkers they control. Go for the Throat. Destroy a non-artifact creature. Infernal Grasp. Destroy a creature. You lose 2 life. Murder. Destroys a creature. Overkill. Gives a creature -0, -9,999. Saw in Half. Saw in Half one of your zombie lords to make all of your zombies even bigger. We have Song of the Dam. Add a black mana for each creature in your graveyard. We have Tragic Slip. Target creature gets -1/-1. If a creature already died this turn, it gets -13/-13. Undying Malice. So if one of your things dies, you can make it so it comes back with a 1/1 counter on it tapped. Vat. Split Second. Choose any number of target creatures with equal toughness. Destroy the chosen creatures. This is really good for wiping out your opponent's tokens. We have Village Rites. Sack a creature, draw 2 cards. Withering Torment. Destroy target creature or enchantment, lose 2 life. Our artifacts. We do have Whip of Erebos in here. Since we are able to pay a lot of mana through our things like Worn Soul Trader and some of our draw card effects, the lifelink is really good at stabilizing us. And then you can pay for, as always, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste, exile it at the beginning of the next end step. If it would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else and activate only as a sorcery. Herald's Horn. Choose zombies, obviously. As it enters, choose a creature type. Creatures of the chosen type cost 1 less. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card of the chosen type, you may reveal it and put it in your hand. We got Lightning Greaves for a little bit of protection in here. And then we also have Skull Clamp. So clamp some of your zombies before sacrificing them. For enchantments, we have Bastion of Remembrance. Oh, it's this art. Whenever this enchantment enters, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. And whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Brave Soldier Boy, come on. Yeah. For those of you who have not watched Avatar, this is one of the single-sided episodes of television I have ever watched. Black Market, which is... Whenever a creature dies, put a charge counter on Black Market. And at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, add a black mana for each charge counter on Black Market. Grave Venerations. When it enters, you become the Monarch. At the beginning of your end step, if you're the Monarch, return up to 1 creature card from your graveyard to your hand. And whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 and you gain 1. This, actually, if you get this out and play with your Warren Soul Trader and your Morbid Opportunist and your Gravecrawler, will net neutral you when it comes to life, and will allow you to just kill your opponents because you're going to gain that 1 life. Just make sure you have at least 1 life to pay to begin with. We have Vault Necropolis. Each player gets 3 rad counters. Create X 2/2 black zombie mutant creature tokens, where X is the total number of rad counters among them, and put 2 1/1 counters on each creature you control that's mutant or zombie. Lands. It wouldn't be me in black without running Sussur Secundi Void Altar. This card is an absolute house. You can pay 2. Once you get accrued, pay 2, tap it, pay 2 life, sack a creature, draw cards equal to its power, activate as a sorcery. We have Secret Tunnel. We're running zombies. Make the Secret Tunnel matter. And then we have Rogue's Passage. And then 33 Swamps. We're running 36 lands. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I think I did a pretty good job. I have my own Ghoul that I need to build the commander deck out of. I just have not gotten around to it yet. He's sitting right here. And then I got to build Lucy. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with Maximus there. But let me know, as always, if you want to see your commander made into a deck tech, drop it in the comments down below. As always, I'm Winston with the Hidden Gibbon, and I will see you all, probably tomorrow with another deck tech video. I hope you all have a wonderful day.